right, collectors, today on the channel, we're going to take a look at a little kit bashing, a little customizing. I've always liked, out of all the Fortnite figures, and my opinion's going to differ for your opinion, but out of all the Fortnite figures, one of my favorite, my absolute top one has been Metal Mouth. I have no idea why he ended up at Ollie's, because I was buying him up left and right. I think he makes a great base body for some urban commandos. And when he was like $5 at Ollie's, I bought a bunch of them. But Metal Mouth from the Fortnite series, and I'm going to put a picture of him right up here somewhere. That's the one that I absolutely really liked for a lot of reasons, right? He comes with some great weapons. He comes with, anyways. So we're going to take a look at a little customizing with him. Not a lot. You remember, on this channel, what we try to do, any crazy person can go absolutely bonkers with the customizing and, make it super extremely hard to do. And then who wants to do that? I can do that as well. It takes a genius to make things as simple so that everybody can enjoy it and everybody can get a shot at it. I'm not saying that super hard customizing doesn't have a role in this, in our tribe, in our group of collectors. But what I try to do here, what I focus on is, what can I do to make it awesome with as little tweaking as possible, and yet still make it our own, make it G.I. Joe, make it military, make it whatever faction we're looking to make it, right? So with that in mind, I took the Metal Mouth. So we're going to talk about two things. Number one, we're going to take a look at the GridIron Predator mask, and we'll take a look at that. I haven't even broke it out of the packaging yet. I want to see what it's going to look like. We're going to try it out, and then from GridIron. And then what we're going to do is also, first thing we're going to do is talk about the Metal Mouth custom that we did, right? So I'm going to put some pictures here. So initially what I had done with Metal Mouth, and you guys may have seen him in my background a while back, is I took the base body of Metal Mouth, and then I took, do you guys recognize that head? That is Dead Man's head from McFarlane's DC Multiverse line. Well, that figure happened to be, on sale in my area. I have a few of those actually, happened to be on sale in my area for quite a while. And I was like, that head looks like it scales really well. And I really like how, Fresh Monkey Fiction started coming out with those new monster type military types. And so I'm thinking, what if we could take his head, put it on a Metal Mouth body, but make it seem to where it doesn't look like tacked on, right? Or, just stuck on. And I started to, noodle about it in my head. So number one, here's a picture of it. I don't know if I took a picture of it when I took the thing off or whatever, but what I did do is sculpt the black stuff out around it, and I'll show some more pictures of it. So here it is with the Needonite. Do you guys know what Needonite is? Here's the Needonite that I used. It's like sculpting putty, but I used it because I used to use it with Warhammer. It's like working with bubblegum, only the bubblegum hardens after about 6 hours. And you don't have to bake it or cook it or nothing. It's like plastic. It just hardens. Here's a picture of what I did with it, right? And what you notice is that I took that stuff and that Needonite, and I molded it around the neck, and I put it on on the bottom of the head. And here, let me insert this video right here real quick to kind of talk about what I did right here. Just a real quick update of what we've been doing with it. Just basically finished painting that with like a palish, ugly look. And here's the inside of, excuse that paint there. Sometimes I have to use my thumbnail as a paint tester. But here's the inside of the head. I essentially, when it was still wet, or when it was still drying, I took it, put it on top of the head in order to create that. So here's his head. Here's what's going to be on there. We're going to have to give it a black wash in a little bit. Next time you see it, it'll be good to go. We'll have it downstairs and we'll do a review. We're going to do a couple of reviews today. And I just thought I'd kind of walk you through the bare minimum of how I put this little guy together. But you'll see, we'll do a review on a GridIron thing as well. So that's what we're going to. And so there you have it. So what we also did with it is we sealed it, because you don't want all that rubbing in that neck area and stuff. That's going to be a problem later on. You don't want it. You don't want it to scuff up. You don't, put 2-3, layers of sealant on it, so that, it'll hold, right? It'll be able to withstand some of the posing and some of the movement that you're going to put on it. So what does the figure end up looking like? Well, let's take a look at it. Here it is. I think it looks fantastic. And ultimately, that's what it is to you, right? What is it? What does it mean to you? Are you happy with it? So there's the neck all sculpted and painted up. There's the head sitting on top of the neck. And again, here I sculpted back, or cut back, some of the black stuff that was in here, or some of the, stuff that was holding that back. And then we had to match the paint between this and that neck part right there. Now, initially, if you just try to put Dead Man's head on this body, you're not going to get any movement, and you may even not get that head to go on there, or it just may sit there and not move at all. But since we've created that dip in it, or that little indentation in it for the ball joint to fit in almost, perfectly, and then we customize the neck into it. Watch this, guys. Oh man, very nice. Look at that. He can move right and left. Looks great. Can he look up and down though? He can look a little bit up and a lot down. So I really like this guy. He kind of looks like an undead, vampire, robo guy, or not robo guy, but urban commando, right? You can shoot him a few times, but he's not going to go down. He's one of those vampire types that's going to come after you for a while. So anyways, that's what he looks like. I'm happy with ultimately with what I created here, and ultimately that's what matters, right? So, hey, looking good. We'll put him in the background over here, kind of chilling. All right, let's take a look at the next thing, which is the GridIron helmet, the Predator GridIron helmet that was, without saying so, it was designed to fit on, well, my opinion, Shadow Tracker, right? Because he is the Predator-like looking Joe, right? So here it is. Here's the Predator mask that you can get from GridIron. I'll put a picture up here as to, what it looks like on their site, so you can order it yourself. Let me grab Shadow Tracker. There he is, out of his box right here. I put all my Joes, well, all the Joes that I'm not dinking around with, in a plastic pencil case. So here he is. Here's this guy right here. Excuse the paint. Sometimes I use my thumbnail. Like I guess I was telling you guys earlier. Sometimes I use my thumbnail to match some paints and stuff. So let's take this head off of him. Let's just pop this off, because this head is a little bit crazy, man. I don't know if you guys like it or not, but man, this head is crazy. Anyways, so let's see what he looks like with the Predator mask. A little bit of kit bashing here by GridIron and Ed 209. Let's see, does it? Oh, look at that. It wants to fit directly over a skull. I thought you could plug it right in, guys. Again, I'm just looking at it from, I just picked this up, right? And this is what it looks like. Interesting. All right, well, I have a quick idea. 1 second. All right, so we can't use this head. Number one, we can't use this head because it's just way too big for the mask. And this, I don't know. I mean, cool if you like this head, but this head is not usable with that mask that he has, right? So we had to go back, and here's ultimately how it came out. So this is what it looks like. I think it looks really good. Gosh, just, I mean, if you want to scare somebody in the middle of the jungle, then for sure wear this thing. So, man, look at that. It looks really good. Moves well. Moves with the head underneath it. Can you look up? It's very pliable back here. There is a head underneath, and I'll show you who it is down there in a minute. It looks great. It works well. That is really cool. I mean, somehow or another, this would fit really great into the G.I. Joe lore, right? To me, it would. So I'm very satisfied with this mask. So here's what it looks like. It's got the, I guess it's, I guess what you would use this for is like an intimidation type mask, right? So it does have a practical purpose, which is the rebreathers here. Maybe it's got some electronics in there. I like the dry brushing on here. It's got some steel dry brushing. It's been through some action there. I'm not sure what you would call these dreads though, so that's kind of funny. But anyways, or what their purpose would be. But anyways, there they are. These are a little shorter ones, I guess. And then over this side, I don't see any of the shorter ones. That's fine. And these are kind of malleable, so they kind of get out of the way. So that's pretty cool. I dig it. I dig the way it looks. I like it. Am I going to leave him this way? I think I'm going to leave him this way because this is the way I like my Shadow Tracker. He just looks way better to me. I mean, this is what it was inspired him to be, right? So this was what inspired Shadow Tracker, was the Predator. And I think he looks way better like this, guys. All right. So what do you guys think? Oh, you know what? I forgot to show you who's underneath. I had to put him under there. That's some sticky tack on his head just to make sure he sticks on there pretty good. So there he goes. But yeah, there he is, Samuel L. Jackson. Nick Fury's under there actually. So at first I tried Darwin, and he didn't work. So I had to go find and actually, Sam, here, look, watch. I'm going to show y'all something. This is kind of neat. He actually looks pretty awesome just by himself there. Look at that. I mean, the head is a little bit little for this body, but, I mean, it still looks pretty awesome, Sam got buffed up. Look at that. Right here, his head looks a little, but for head on, it looks all right. It's not bad. It matches it pretty well. Look at that, just head on. It looks pretty good. So all those action figures, I can think about 3 or 4 of these Samuel L. Jacksons when they were on sale or Nick Fury's when they were on sale for $6. So, I mean, and I have like 2 or 3 Shadow Trackers. So yeah, and I have some of the other figures like the Black Panther figures that are from Ollie. So those are going to come in handy. So I dig it. All right, guys, let me know what you thought. Do you like having these little custom, quick hits throughout the week? Not too involved, pretty simple to do, fun to do. Let me know. Let me know, guys. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate you guys hanging out, having some fun with me over the course of this channel's life. I think it's fun. I enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it. And as always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now, if I've informed you, if I've amused you, if I've entertained you, go ahead and throw me a like or a subscribe if you like. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on this channel. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these out.